All right, I'm going to talk to you about the essential vocabulary that you need to know for circle geometry. The first one is the word chord. A chord is any line that goes through a circle and its ends are on the circumference of the circle. So a line where the ends are on the circle, that would be a chord. That would also be a chord. The line can go anywhere in any direction in the circle. So even a diameter is a chord. It just gets a special name of diameter because it goes through the center. But any direction, if the ends are on the line, on the circumference of the circle, it is called a chord. All right, the next vocab word is a central angle. Central angle. So central angles go to the center of the circle. So any angle that's created in the center of the circle. So this right here is a central angle because it's at the center of a circle. They can be really small or they can be really big. Technically, a diameter also creates a central angle. It just happens to be 180 degrees. Next up is an inscribed angle. Inscribed angle. And an inscribed angle is any angle where all 3 points are on the circumference of the circle. So these are all on the circumference of the circle. That angle would be called an inscribed angle. That would be an inscribed angle. It can go anywhere in the circle. As long as all 3 points are on the circumference, it's inscribed. An arc is any section on the circumference of the circle. So any section, that is an arc. This is an arc. Perpendicular bisector. Perpendicular bisector. This is something that we talked about in grade 7. Perpendicular means 90 degrees. Bisector means in half. So if something meets at 90 degrees and it cuts it in half, it's called a perpendicular bisector. We use this in circle geometry because if you take a chord and you find the middle, bisect it, so 6 centimeters, 6 centimeters, there's the center, that's bisected. And if you do it perpendicularly, that's one of the properties or something we're going to learn about with circles. So perfectly in half and 90 degrees is a perpendicular bisector. And the last 2 words that we're going to talk about is a tangent. You may have heard somebody say they went off on a tangent, which is a common expression that we would say in English, and it means that somebody got really off topic and they just went off and started talking about something all on their own. So in math, a tangent is when a line goes outside of a circle and it touches in exactly one spot. So this is a tangent. This line is tangent to the circle, whereas this line is not because it's touching the circle in 2 spots. So that is not a tangent. Where this one touches in one spot, it is tangent to a circle. And right where it touches is the point of tangency. So here's another example of a tangent. That line is tangent to the circle. Where it touches is the point of tangency.